Hello. I have no viewers yet, but that's because I'm just finishing up putting things into things in places. We're just gonna go over here and grab this button. So, I'm just finishing putting things together for people to watch, and join, and play, and participate, and make friends, because that is all I do. I'm gonna be playing some more Slay the Princess, and then I've actually have Wednesday free, so I'm gonna stream on Wednesday, specifically South of Midnight. So that's gonna be fun. That's a new one for me. But I like stories set in the bayou, basically. So I'm looking forward to playing that and seeing how fun that is. There's a couple other games that I'm debating tossing up on there. Probably Saturday I'll end up playing some more Firmament again, and maybe Solasta on Sunday. It depends on how much attention I want to play into South of Midnight. How much it captures my attention, because that might just be all I stream for a while, depending on how things go. Just finishing loading things into stuff, because it's not registering the game in my thing. Yeah, I know you're hearing it. Capture specific window. Nope. There we go. Slay the Princess is one where I have to, like, tell what it should capture. So. We are going to continue where we left off. I can have my mouse.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to
mouse
slay
is showing
her.
up on my stream, but it's
If
not
you
showing
don't,
up on my game.
it will be the end of the world.
It shows up as soon as I tab out too. Oh. Okay, well that's gonna be a bit of a trick. Cool. Gotta like internet's not wanting to work. Let's see. She's
Again?
going to kill me again.
People don't die twice. You haven't even met the princess, and I
that's
hardly
the
think
way
she'd be
the last
capable of
time.
killing someone as skilled
killed
and
by the
courageous
nightmare.
as yourself. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
This is the first time meeting the nightmare.
Shh. What if he hears us?
And there's the paranoid.
That's a very
Awesome.
good question, little voice. What if he does hear you?
The narrator is such an interesting character. But the
I think you'll
narrator
find
is,
yourselves
like,
very hard-pressed to keep any secrets from me.
stuff.
Not that it matters right now, because like I said,
I can't see
this is the
numbers.
first time
This is
we've
weird.
met. Still, I'd rather not get off on the wrong foot. We've a world to save, after all.
I also can't. Okay, cool. That's why it looks weird. That's me. Okay, I see. Okay. All this really already happened. Why should I bother doing anything? Oh gosh, I need to go this way. Mouse. Mouse is in the wrong spot. This is going to be slightly annoying, but I don't want to exit the game and start it all up again. Let's do
Those
this.
are two very different questions, but
I'm
fine.
curious.
I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving.
Yeah.
Let's say for a moment that
What?
this really
What'll
is
happen?
the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me.
This is technically like the third time.
You died last
This
time,
version
which probably only
run
happened
into a
because you
version of
didn't
the
listen to
narrator.
me.
Which is so interesting, because at this point,
We
the
couldn't
character
trust
doesn't remember.
either of you, and as far as I'm
Because
concerned, we
you
still
told
can't.
Strange being.
All we
to
did was lock
make
her
you forget.
away. And how'd that work out for you?
That all we did was lock her away.
No comment.
Yeah.
Well then,
yeah.
congratulations. you've been given another chance to actually do this right.
I like it. It's another chance to actually do this right. Okay, sure.
And your solution is to send us back in there. Do you want us to slay the princess, or do you want the princess to slay us?
Oh, I like the paranoid. Okay.
Obviously,
Paranoid's
I want
fun.
you to slay her.
Okay.
One of you poses a threat to the world, and the other doesn't.
I mean,
anyways, I believe your other question was something along the lines of, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences.
See, that's an interesting phrasing. It's like you're making the assumption
What
your
do you mean?
actions didn't
Of course
have
there weren't any
consequences.
consequences. We were killed by the princess, and now everyone's right back where they started.
I like how
So
they're
it's
just
pretty
like, no, there's been
consequence-free to me.
consequences. What are you talking about? There's totally consequences. There's consequences to everything.
Speak for yourself. From my perspective, there were plenty of consequences. I'm never going to forget the way she just made us stop working.
Yeah, I like that.
And that's
fact that
only scratching the
heart and the
surface.
lungs and
If what you said is true, it begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or have you found yourself in another world altogether? If it's the latter, what do you think happened after you died?
Yeah, that's always interesting too.
Do you think the people there lived happily ever after? Or do you think that the princess, left unhindered, brought about the end to everyone and everything, just like I told you she
I mean, that is a great question on that little blip of existence.
If she brought an end to everything and everyone, how are we supposed to stop her? What do you want from us?
Did it... Because that
I
perspective
want
of...
to succeed.
the
You'll find a
hero,
way. You're the only one who can.
That perspective is done. So it begins the question of, well, if you are no longer there, is it ended? Because the princess is technically the same between versions, and she just like morphs slightly between versions of herself, whereas you fracture and fracture and fracture, like spreading cracks in that mirror. So let's talk about this princess.
Just be quick about it.
Yeah, okay. Let's see. Just being around her in the end shut all of my organs down. What the hell am I supposed
Like I
to do
said,
about that?
if she killed you, it was probably because you didn't listen to me. Don't talk to her, don't trust her, just go in, do your job, and save the world.
Okay, buddy. To quote you from last time around, she's just a princess. How can you possibly justify that? Yeah.
She is just a princess. Whatever you think happened to you last time, just get it out of your head before you get to the cabin, and you'll be fine.
She's not just a princess, though. Let's see. You're being cagey.
I've told you everything you need to know. Don't go into more details, just overcomplicate an otherwise very simple situation and make your job more difficult.
Sure.
If you want us to stand a chance against her, we need to be armed with information. What is she really capable of? How are we supposed to stop her?
What is she really capable of?
Not to sound like a broken record, but the less you know about her, the better things will go for all of us. I know it sounds like I'm hiding something, but you're just going to have to take me at my word.
Not gonna happen, dude, because you are in fact hiding some things I don't trust. Do not
He isn't telling us everything he knows because he doesn't trust us, which means that we can't trust him.
Good job, Paranoid. You are correct.
Stop talking yourself in neurotic circles and just get to the cabin already.
I like how he's calling it. You're being neurotic.
You should do anything but that. We know what's waiting for us in that basement.
So the first time I ever did the nightmare, I actually listened to the Paranoid and ended up not finishing the nightmare.
People
so
locked her in that basement, and
so
I
want
told
to
you
see
what
what
this
the
place
nightmare
is. It's
looks
a
like
path in the
and how
woods.
it ends.
Don't overcomplicate things.
Going to ignore Paranoid. If people locked her away, why couldn't they slay her?
Look, I'm not supposed to say
this is the
but
special conversation.
it's because you can't just goad us into doing something by calling us special. It's manipulative. Why are you trying to manipulate us?
Yeah, that's a good phrase.
I don't know, I kinda like being special.
Of course, you're a special boy hero.
Okay, fine. Maybe you can
Hero
goad
is a special
him into
boy.
doing something, but he's not even the one who makes the decisions here.
Nope, I am.
I'm not goading you into doing anything. You already know the princess is dangerous. All I'm trying to say is that you have to be the one to deal with her. I know it doesn't seem fair. That's just the way it
Of
is.
course it is. That's how the world
And for what it's
works.
worth, I know you have it in you to finish the job.
Pity.
We don't. You saw what happened to us last time. We need to leave.
I like the paranoid. I wish I didn't listen to the paranoid as much as I did the last time, because that's a little sad.
Great. Now, if you don't mind, the whole world is waiting with bated breath for you to save it from ruin.
So the question is, what is ruin in this case? I am going to
This is
turn
good.
around.
I was worried you might fall for his shit again, but this is good. Whatever answers there are to be found, they aren't here, and they definitely aren't there.
That's not true, but that's okay. Seriously, you're just gonna turn around and leave, Dean, and where are you going? Let's do... The only thing that matters is where I'm not going, and it's the cabin. The cabin. I'm not going to the cabin.
Fine. I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin. That's strange.
There's the cabin.
It looks like this path also leads to the cabin. How convenient. Everything's back on track again. Maybe the world can still be saved after all.
Do I dare risk? Let's see. Okay, fine.
That's great to hear.
Fine, I'm not
as long
gonna
as you
risk it.
bring that fiery
I had to
attitude
think
to
about it
princess
probably
slaying,
half a
I
second.
think this will all
Not
resolve
gonna risk it.
splendidly.
Just not doing that. Not today.
A couple of laps around the woods were all it took for you to go in there.
Yes. Because otherwise it
I
fails.
guess you're the one in control, aren't you? So if you want us to die again, I guess we'll die again.
Of course we're gonna die again.
Good luck to all of us.
That is how that happens. You die again and again and again and again. You shatter into more and more pieces. And eventually things
The interior of the cabin is plain. The smooth wood of the walls almost featureless.
Ooh,
The
there's
only furniture
eyeballs
of
and
note is a
pupils.
lone
I like
table,
this.
knocked on its side in the corner of the room.
I like
A
seeing
pristine
these
blade
things.
stands between you and the open, inviting basement doorway.
That's...
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
I'm not sure if having the blade is a good idea.
What happened to the door? There was a door here last time.
Yeah, where is the door?
It's just an empty frame.
That's not okay.
She's already got now, hasn't she? And she's ready for us. She's been waiting. Can't you feel her eyes on us?
I mean, yes, there are eyes over here, and there
I
are
don't
eyes
need
over
all
here.
of you to pull yourselves
So,
together. The
that's,
princess has not already gotten out.
That's
If you
great.
keep getting stuck in your head like this, you're going to struggle to get the job done. So deep breath in, deep breath out. Your task awaits, and only you can do it.
Okay. Let's see. Do I mention the mirror again? This is different.
Very different.
Yep.
I'm not the only one who sees her in the window, right?
No,
She knows that we're here.
that is definitely kind
Calm
of
down.
visions of her.
Maybe the three of you just think everything is different because you haven't been here before.
I need to fix
Enough
my
of this
hair.
past
Sorry.
life nonsense. You haven't died, you certainly haven't been
That
killed
was
by the
bothering me.
princess.
I think it pulled back like
So
that.
focus up. A lot's riding on
I
this.
usually like it pulled back, but no. Let's see. Focus up. A lot's writing on this. Okay. You didn't say anything about the mirror on the
You're
wall.
right. I was so stuck on the eyes watching us that I didn't even notice it there.
Oh, paranoid. I wasn't talking about you, but yes.
What are you two
You
talking
didn't
about?
say
There
anything
isn't a
about it
mirror.
either.
There's a table, the blade sitting on the floor, and the open doorway leading to the basement. There's
Okay.
nothing else in here. There's definitely a mirror.
I always have
There
to
isn't.
comment on the mirror.
We have to look at it.
Always have to comment on the
I
mirror.
guess that's what he wants us to do. And pretending it isn't there is a trick to get us to do exactly what he wants.
Wow, paranoid, you get yourself twisted up into knots. Why would you lie about there not being a mirror when it's clearly right there? What's the point? I'm just gonna approach the mirror.
Walk up to the wall next to the empty basement door frame. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here.
You're just really really sarcastic.
This really isn't funny.
No. Wipe the mirror clean. Oh gosh. Great. There.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now.
So this is
Did
still
he
a
make
flaw.
it go away? Clearly there was something in there worth investigating if he wants it hidden so bad.
Oh, that's a thought. Is the narrator trying to hide? Is the narrator trying to hide the long quiet? And so the narrator doesn't expect you to get to the long quiet. Oh. And so when you break things, the bits of the long quiet show up. And so then you have to... That's thought. Okay.
Oh, we should have taken the knife.
I
Don't think going down there unarmed is going to do us any favors.
I mean, I didn't take the knife the last time. I don't care. I'm not taking the knife this time. This is it.
You cross over the threshold and onto a series of isolated steps suspended in darkness.
I mean, yeah, that is definitely...
More eyes, too. You
Oh,
never mentioned
wow.
the eyes.
Eyes, yeah.
The air seeping up from below reminds you of fresh lightning
everywhere.
and static.
Oh, wow.
As if you're descending into a place that isn't
So
meant for a creature of flesh and blood.
Eyes.
If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her cruel and playful voice prances up the stairs.
I didn't think you'd come back.
Okay.
We're gonna have a lot of fun, you and I.
Okay, we need
That's-
a game plan.
that's
Last
an
time we were
interesting
here, just being
voice.
close to her was enough to kill us.
About the voices, about the only... The way they do the voices, it gets more and more... creature is the best way to phrase it. I have some things I like when they do it, and then some things, like, the way they did that is just like, okay, well, that's not that scary. Step off into the void between the stairs. Oh.
You attempt to step off the stairs and into the pitch black surrounding them, but you're stopped by an invisible force. Why did you do that? What did you think would happen?
I don't know, I was just trying some... Yeah.
How would falling into an infinite void be better than anything?
I'd be better than dying.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs.
Okay. Awesome.
As you emerge, you find yourself between two loose rows of white wooden planks, suspended in nothingness.
Okay.
A smattering of cobblestones, visible against the inky black of the basement, mark where the floor should be, forming vague pathways.
Okay.
At what seems to be the end of the room, they diverge in opposite directions, left and right.
Okay.
She could be anywhere,
I have to
and there's
choose.
nowhere for us to hide. We're completely exposed. Are you really not going to comment on how weird this place is?
Or to go right.
No, I'm not.
Of course he's not going to comment on it.
Somebody needs to be the voice of reason here, and it certainly isn't you.
Well, you don't need to comment on it. So there's
Excuse me.
eyes.
I'm being incredibly
Eyes.
reasonable. You're the one who's just matter-of-factly describing whatever the hell we're looking at like it's an
there's
ordinary
even
basement.
eyes in the shape of the...
I'm going to die down here.
The way
I
they
don't
did
want to die again.
The void. There's a
Please
tiny little...
stop saying that. You're only going to make things worse.
creepy.
Just pick a direction and start moving.
I wouldn't give it too much thought if I were you.
Okay.
It doesn't really matter. Because either way you go, I'm going to find you.
That's creepy. That's creepy. Go back the way you came. Yeah.
You turn back to the stairs, only to find that they aren't there.
Okay.
A faintly outlined path lies before you.
There you
Eyes.
are.
Oh,
I
and there's
told
Nightmare.
you I was going to find you.
As the princess approaches, your legs suddenly go numb.
She's pretty.
Your arms quickly follow.
Nightmare's pretty.
This is
Okay.
it, isn't it?
I mean, all versions of the princess tend to be
It's
pretty
almost
pretty.
like you want me to get you.
There has to be a way out of this. Think. Think! What did you do? Pull yourself together. She isn't supposed to be...
I like how you realize this is actually wrong.
I wonder how many times I'll get to play with you before you break.
As your blood begins to coagulate, it's as if every part of your being is coming
That
to
was
a
a
lurching
loud
halt.
static noise. Okay.
Lungs, liver, nerves.
Ooh,
Your
heartbeat.
lungs pull in a desperate gulp of air as your eyes shoot back open. Nerves.
Okay.
What are you doing? I'm working. Do you want this body to function, or do you want... And then experience stops once more as your body reapproaches death.
Yep. Nope. Paranoid needs to
Okay,
talk.
whatever you were doing, please just start doing it again.
Yep. That's how you
Sure about
survive.
that? Are you sure that's what you want, or do you want to interrupt me some more? You have
Nope.
seconds left.
Keep at it.
Yes, I'm sure.
Keep at it. Come on. We need to talk to your liver.
Again, your eyes shoot open as you gasp for breath. Liver.
Can't decide what you want
And
to
you
do,
can hear the breathing
can
too.
you?
Oh, that's really nice. Disturbing.
Oh, well, standing there gasping like a fish is more fun than dead. Even if you look ridiculous.
Oh my goodness.
She isn't attacking us. Why? The why doesn't matter. She's already proven her ill intent.
Yes and
Don't
no.
lose sight of your mission.
Don't think so.
And how are we supposed to do that? We don't have a weapon. The way out of here is nowhere to be seen.
We're not gonna kill her though. That's the thing.
That isn't my fault.
We're gonna talk to her.
It doesn't matter whose fault it is because fighting her isn't an option right now.
She is very pretty.
Then you
Being
should get
creepy.
looking, shouldn't you?
Very pretty instead of for being creepy. Let's see. Why won't you finish me off? What good am I to do to your lives? What happened after you killed me last time? I was sitting here to stop you from destroying the world. You're a lunatic, you know that, right? If you want to work together, you can at least get turned off the hold and shutting down situation. How about I just kill you instead? We don't have to be enemies, we can work together. I'm not doing anything. I'm not helping you, I'm not going to try and kill you, just so you get worse. Remain with your nightmare. Okay, let's get out of here, leave together. Let's see. If you want to work together, can you at least turn off the whole
I am what I am. It's not my fault that you can't handle
Okay.
being around me.
Okay, so you're psychotic. Got it. Alright. What good am I to you
I
alive?
tried to leave while you suffocated, but that stupid cabin wouldn't let me. So I started to drag your body out with me, and then...
Okay, interesting.
Well, you died before I could get to the door. And then I was here, and now you're here too.
Ah, interesting.
I don't think I can live without you. And dead doesn't count. And as much as I love what we have going on, I have bigger plans than tormenting one poor little creature forever. I want to leave.
Okay. What are your plans? Let's do this.
I am being nice. You're alive, aren't you?
That. Oh, wow.
You died
That
of
is
fright as soon as you saw me last time. I didn't think keeping you alive was an option. But it looks like that's not a problem anymore. At least not for me.
interesting.
You seem miserable.
I mean, that's true. Okay. Let's see. What if I let you out?
No, definitely not. If you're what I need to leave this
sorry,
place,
that was loud.
chances are you're pretty useful. I think I'll keep you right by my side. A little good luck charm to make sure I stay free. Don't worry. I'll make sure to take good care of you. I promise.
I don't know about that. Being around you is agony. And what if I refuse?
We're stuck down here together. Until you change your mind.
Static. A
Oh.
skipped beat as she touches your shoulder and whispers in your ear.
Okay.
No! Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves.
Only until your heart finally gives out.
Lungs, liver.
And then, when you die, I'll find myself
That was a
somewhere
nice
new.
animation.
And before too long, you'll be there too. That's how this all works, right? This doesn't end until you let me out.
I mean, that's
And a lot
definitely
can
a thing.
happen before then. I'm sure I can get creative.
Liver, nerves, heart, lungs, 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 liver, nerves,
Sure, let's do this.
Because I don't want to. And even if I did, I don't have to.
I mean,
Look at
that's
the way
fair.
you're struggling to stay alive. It's taking everything you have to keep your heart
Yes, it
pumping
is.
right now. And I'm enjoying the show.
Of course you are.
The princess leans forward, bringing her masked lips close to your ear.
If I
Is
want
there a
to
way
see
to
you
take the
gone,
mask off?
all I need to do is break your concentration.
Heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves. She slowly runs her velvet glove across the base of your neck.
That is creepy.
It feels like static. And then... Shit, make her stop! Hey, snap out of it.
Huh.
Okay, deep breath, we're fine. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves,
Okay.
heart. You're back. Lungs, liver, nerves, heart.
One moment,
liver,
and then you're
nerves,
gone.
heart, lungs,
Just
liver,
like
nerves, heart,
that.
lungs, liver,
Ah,
nerves, heart,
and there's the fear.
nerves, heart. She pulls away. Liver,
Interesting.
nerves,
But that wouldn't
That
be
is
very
terrifying,
fun,
actually.
now would it? I've already done that.
liver,
I mean,
nerves,
yes, that is true.
lungs, liver,
Let's
nerves,
see.
heart, lungs,
Let's see.
liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves.
Being
heart,
around you is
lungs,
agony. I'm
liver,
not going to stick
nerves,
around.
heart,
Oh,
lungs,
we both know that you don't have a say here, so you should just look on the bright side.
heart,
Oh, rude.
lungs, liver,
I'm not sure what the bright side is for you, but I'm positive you can find it if you look hard enough.
nerves,
Wow, you're
lungs,
crazy.
liver, nerves, heart, lungs,
Let's see.
liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves.
You know
Like I
it's
said, I am what I am, and right now, I'm in control. So, you might want to be a little nicer to me.
okay.
She raises
Got
one
it.
long gloved finger, its tip hovering just over your skin, seeming to enjoy the lingering threat. But she withdraws, sparing you another momentary glimpse of death. Nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs,
Let's see.
nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver,
Okay.
nerves, heart, lungs, liver.
I'm just gonna remain with the
Oh,
nightmare.
deluded Dave.
Yeah, I'm
Do
just
you
gonna
think a
remain
single
with the
moment
nightmare.
of bravery changes
that.
you into something you're not? I am what I am,
Oh.
and you're always going to be a coward.
No.
She raises a hand to her mask
Oh.
and pulls it down. You don't get the chance to see what lies beneath before it envelops you.
She had a tear.
Like a creeping mold, the complete reality of your existence
is
threads its way through your
terrifying.
mind.
But she shed a tear.
Death, birth again, decay and bloom, a million stitches from a
She
million
shed a
microscopic
tear.
wounds you've inflicted
That's
on everyone you've ever met,
interesting.
with every muscle you've moved and every word you've ever spoken.
Okay.
No.
Let me out.
Your existence hurts them.
Let me out.
A lonely soul in a room by itself,
Oh.
weeping.
Okay.
It lives for 80 years and then it's gone. And then it's there again.
Let me out.
A reprieve.
Oh.
A good life. Love. Children. A steady career. Recognition from your peers.
Okay.
Here one moment. Gone the next. The
Oh.
worms have found their orifices.
Oh.
Let me out.
What
Diagnosis.
the heck?
It forgets everything it is. Anger, rage, distance, poverty. The lonely soul is lonely again. Love turns to mockery. It dies. It is reborn. Worse. Lonelier.
Okay.
Let me out.
This is interesting.
No. What's happening to us?
Okay.
Let me out.
This is
This is
interesting.
all too much. I can't keep going.
Yeah, because you
can't
don't
keep
want to...
going. Well, what are you talking about?
You realizing what you did, but he doesn't respond.
Oops, I think I broke you.
You broke the narrator.
I'll see you soon. You'll know what to do.
That actually breaks the narrator. Damn. Your body is dead, but you live on. Oh, whoa! I may have broken the game slightly. The moment of clarity. Okay, never mind.
You're on a path in the... Shit.
Perfect.
Shit. What the hell was that? Who are we? What are we doing?
Okay, this is interesting.
There was a princess, I think.
The broken. There we go.
It's all so fuzzy.
Yeah,
It
the
hurts
broken
when I
is
try
what
to
happened to
remember.
the narrator.
You shouldn't know about the
That's why he went
princess.
quiet.
At least, not until I...
Yep.
You've already been here, haven't you?
We never left.
I guess. It feels so long ago, almost like we've never left.
Yeah, no, never left.
We have to let her out.
Yeah.
No, that's the opposite of what you're here to do. You have to slay her. Slay? We decided not to do that, didn't we?
This is
Yeah,
interesting. This
we're
is an
supposed to
interesting
let her
twist.
out.
I actually
It's
like
really
this.
the only way this works out for us. If you think about it, she's the one with power here.
Hi, Mike.
Nobody else can do much of anything. No, we were supposed to keep her trapped there forever.
Oh, the
I
stubborn's
think
here now too.
We're
Okay.
supposed to be unfeeling.
And the cold.
How many times do I have to tell
Okay.
you to snuff out your heart?
That's
We can't
interesting.
be unfeeling. Not when there's so
And
much
hunted.
fear everywhere. There's nothing for us to do. We've
And
already
the
tried
contrarian.
everything.
Oh, so I'm getting all the voices.
We
Okay, so
love
this is like
her.
the knife.
So we have to
knife
set
lady
her
again.
free.
Who,
Can we
when
love
you fight the knife
something
lady,
that
she gives you all
hates
the
us?
voices.
Can we love something that hurts
I didn't know
us?
the nightmare could give you all the voices. Okay.
To be given an ounce of kindness from something so cruel would be more pure than any
I mean,
other love. Why are there so
Kind
many of us? There aren't supposed to be so many of us.
That's the interesting thought, yeah.
This is bad. You need to get a grip.
So,
What did
character
you let
is
happen? How
fracturing.
many times have you been here?
A lot. I think they're all wrong. Okay, so that's a good question. How many times have we been here? Feels so disjointed. I don't know if I can pull this off. I don't know if I can slay her. The only way out is to do nothing, so nothing I will do. No, we're not going to do that. I think they're
Of
all
course
wrong.
we're wrong.
Yeah.
She's the only thing that's right.
I mean,
Yes, obviously they're all wrong. What are you going to do about it?
that's interesting. Okay, so that's just a nothing response. Going back to his earlier question, how many times have we all been here?
Many, 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 many times.
Okay.
It feels like we've been here forever. It also feels like we've barely been here at all.
That is a nod to the game
It doesn't
mechanic.
matter. Yes, we just have to do what she says and then everything will be fine. It won't.
Sure, opportunist.
It will be for us. She said so.
When is
You're
my
part
question.
of everything. If things aren't fine for everything, they
That's
won't
what
be
I'm wanting
fine
to-
for you.
When did she say that? 'Cause she didn't actually say
There's
that.
no difference between fine and not fine. It just goes on and on.
Interesting. But that doesn't make sense. I only remember being here twice for this. And some of you don't seem to remember being here at all. Was I here those other times? Did someone else make the decision?
What does here even mean if you really think about it?
Okay.
Shut
Sure.
up. You were here.
Thank you
Every
for being-
single time.
Okay.
You did your best, really. There's just a pecking order.
That does not help.
And our cruel and beautiful goddess sits atop it, right where she's always belonged.
I mean, that's also fair.
You're lucky. What I would give to be able
The
to forget.
smitten is the simp of the group.
I've tried to keep them numb, but they're all too soft. A shame, really.
You're absolutely insane. So, if you don't remember what I did, then it couldn't have been me that did it.
Don't think about that too hard. All it will do is weaken your resolve and make it that much harder for you to slay her.
Huh. Interesting.
Maybe you're shattered in your own way.
Well, considering
Are you
I'm
your
like
memories?
90% sure the narrator
Or are
is
you the
part
one
of the
perceiving
hero,
the present
yes,
moment?
you're already broken when this starts.
Here you go philosophizing
Because you
again.
have the
It never
hero,
goes
you have
anywhere.
you, and you have the narrator.
Yes, this
It
is far from the
already
first time you've
broken.
asked us about consciousness. Who am I? What am I? What is I?
Who even cares?
Okay.
They're good questions, great questions even, but they don't have any answers.
That's...
And they all just end in quivering torment.
It's giving all of the voices a chance to
because we
talk, which is what I
find
want.
her.
Thank
If
you.
we don't find her, she always finds us.
Well, that's also great to
And
know.
then she smashes us into smaller pieces.
Yes,
If
because
you
you are the
all
mirror.
just stopped feeling, we could have been done with this ages ago.
Your thoughts are far too scattered to rein back in. Your only option is to silence them.
Oh. Do I stay where I am? I'm gonna say, what if we don't
We've
get caught?
tried that. It doesn't
Okay.
work.
Okay.
Our hearts always brought us back to her.
The deck
Sure.
is stacked.
So many paths, and they're all circles.
Interesting. Can you make sense of it?
There's nothing worth making sense of. They're clearly all traumatized.
Yeah. Yeah.
And yet, you aren't. We break apart, and you stay the same.
Yeah, what's your secret? Why can you break the rules when we can't?
That's interesting thought, yeah. Why is the narrator the same? Alright, proceed with the cabin.
You slowly make your way through the umbral forest, bumping against unseen trees as you grasp through the darkness for a way forward.
Okay.
But eventually, you do make it to the cabin. Or rather, you make it to the place a cabin should have been. Instead, all you find is an empty hill. No, this isn't right. There's a cabin there. There's always supposed to be a cabin there.
I like how the
Don't
cabin...
ask him about the mirror.
I like how the cabin
He
is
always says he
forming
never sees it.
around the mirror.
Always lies.
That's
And
also
he
true.
always makes it gone.
That's also
Stay
true.
focused. You still have a job to do, and it's best not to be distracted by fraying thoughts. There is no mirror. You know that well as I do. She's still here, buried inside the earth.
That's interesting.
Just walk up the hill. You always give too much space to the others. It's why you always lose.
Cold is always so fascinating. And what's wrong with giving them space? What if it helps them? What if they need to
They've
be
been
heard?
hurt too much. It's why they are the way they are.
Interesting.
Exactly. They are delusions, and all that catering to
I
them
like
will
that
do
they are
is
delusions.
drag you down to their level. You
Oh
have
my
to
gosh.
keep moving.
No. The answer is no. to
Or you
that.
could just give up.
Wow, hero, that's not very heroic of you. Approach the mirror. Alright, there we go.
You walk up the hill, hesitating just beyond the bounds of the cabin.
Mm-hmm.
The cabin that isn't there.
With the mirror that doesn't
You've
exist.
got to clean the mirror, haven't you?
I do
You've
like
got
the
to see
way
what's in it.
It moves.
Smash it to pieces.
She's on the other side, and we have to let her out. It's the only way we can be free.
This is an interesting
It's the only way
perspective.
we can have our thoughts back. Just go around it.
I like that, just go around
Just
it.
do something. It doesn't matter what.
Okay, voices. Proceed.
Proceed to when? I'm afraid you're going to have to be a
I
little
like
more
how the
specific.
narrator doesn't know what's going on.
That's a new one. Do you think it'll work?
Yes.
Of course
Yes.
it'll work. He always makes the best decisions. It's why he gets to make them.
Yeah.
And it already has worked. It's gone, don't you see?
Yep.
We're one step closer to her.
Do I leave the
The
knife
interior
behind again, or
of
do
the
I
cabin
take it
is
with
much
me?
the same as the exterior of the cabin. A dull, fuzzy, dreamlike nothing. It's empty and isolating, but there's just enough vague shape and unknown texture to suggest the structure they're in. Wrong and unsettling as it may be, the only object of note is a pristine blade buried in the dirt floor, a hint of its shining edge teasing through the sediment. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you're going to do this right.
Okay.
Take it. It's the only way forward.
Cold seems to definitely think it's the only way forward. Oh! Take the blade. It's the only way forward. You've already tried everything else, don't you remember? You have to take the blade. I don't get a choice? Oh! Alright, I'll go with you have to.
You reach down to take the blade, but as you do, the ground beneath it shifts,
Yep.
the weapon sinking deep into the earth.
There it goes.
You lean over the hole and gaze into the abyss. It is so very deep. Deep in the bowels of the earth,
There she is.
you see something staring back at you.
Her cracked and shattered
It
mask.
fills you with dread. It's her. She's watching us. She never stops watching us.
You really are a coward.
Yeah.
With every word she speaks, the princess in the pit blinks closer.
Okay.
I was joking when I said that way back when. You know that, right?
Interesting.
Closer.
I was having some fun, and I guess I wanted to see if I could melt you.
I mean, I think you succeeded. A little too much.
Watching over me forever. That was so brave.
That's an interesting thought.
Closer.
But forever is so long. And time erodes everything.
Okay.
Except for me. I've
That's
already
interesting
taken your
thought.
will, and you're not getting it back.
That's... Okay.
All that's left is for you to take my will and let me out. It'll be so much fun. You and me, together, exploring the world and spreading fear wherever we go. Well, mostly just me. But you'll get to be there too.
That...
A witness. I can even make you a little cage if you want. Gilded and everything. Now don't pause. Don't try to resist. I've already molded you into what I need. And you lost your power so long ago. Don't bother working yourself into a frenzy to get it back.
That's an
Do
interesting
something.
set of phrase.
Do anything that isn't taking her hand.
Okay. Just take her hand. So you're just an object, a tool. You once were something else a long time ago. But was that something new, or is it just a dull and jaded memory? There is no other ending here. Just take her hand and set her free. I don't have any other choice. I have to take her hand and set her free.
You extend your hand to hers.
Okay.
For all her past cruelties, the moment feels gentle, tender
Interesting.
even. I can't believe you just made me say that. I hate you.
Okay, that was worth it for just the narrator's
The motion is
statement.
difficult at first, as if something still resists your
That
efforts.
was worth it for that
But
phrasing.
then that
I hate
resistance
you.
gives way, and it's over.
Okay.
And that's the end. I wonder what we're going to do next.
Okay.
I didn't think I'd be so
Yep.
tired.
The princess, exhausted, slumps.
Why is it so cold?
And there she goes. And once again, in the long quiet, you do not get the chance to respond, nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memory returns.
Yeah. I can finally think again.
Almost.
Almost.
Yep.
That mirror's back. What does that mean for us?
We still have all the voices. That's great.
I'm sure it'll be whisked away just like her.
Not
Maybe
entirely.
it won't be gone. Things are different now, aren't they? It doesn't seem like there's much else to do here.
Not really. No, is there?
Finally, we can smash it.
Oh, will you stop with the smashing?
What do we say, boys? One last vain attempt to look at ourselves.
Oh,
Yeah.
gosh.
I think I'd like that.
Yep.
Seems we've got a majority. All that's left is to give it a look.
Interesting. So they're all in agreement about looking at the mirror this time. Okay. Approach the mirror. You step towards the mirror once more. Its secrets remain hidden. Its mysteries remain unresolved.
Something tells me that this is the end of the line. But I don't feel bad about it. I'm ready.
Okay. So
It
they're...
feels okay. The fear's gone. I'm
That's...
done fighting.
Oh.
My heart feels quiet.
Oh.
The game was always going to end. I'll be free of all of you.
Okay.
I'm ready for the truth. I'm ready to sleep.
That's...
I'm just ready to be anywhere that isn't here. Boys, it's been an honor.
Having all the voices actually being okay with you doing this is different, because usually they're like, oh, I'm scared, don't look at the mirror, it's terrible. Silence as you reach forward, they're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. You've grown. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. Proceed to the cabin. You are at the cabin. Proceed to her.
Flickering lights in empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before. Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again.
Oh, looks like there's a issue with part of the drawing there that didn't either fully render in or it didn't get erased properly. Okay, that's interesting. Let's see, are you the same as you were before? How much have you changed? Let's see. Why does it feel like to change like this? When all this is done, what do you know what to do? You know, at the end of this, once you finish, I'm going to kill you, right? Let's see. Why can I not do the same things I've done before?
Those paths lead to worlds you've already seen, and to perspectives I have already made my own.
Okay.
They
So
are
dust it
useless
off.
to us now. Inaccessible. The only paths of value are those that are yet
Thank you,
untracked.
Shordash, for the raid. That's amazing. And very much appreciated. Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay, let's see. Paths that are yet untread. Where is my thing? You have been kinder to me than anyone else I've met. Thank you. Yeah, I'll do that.
Why wouldn't I be kind to you? You are the only thing I know that isn't me.
I mean, that's also fair. That is extremely fair of a response there. Yeah, there's, looks like there's one of the arms is not fully rendering in. That's interesting. Let's see. When all this is done, what do you want? Definitely. Let's see. Everything you say feels like rivet. Can you give me
I'm
some- okay.
sorry. Words are difficult for me. They never fully weave what I wish to say. If you do not like my answers, then you need not ask me questions.
Okie dokie.
The vessels you choose to bring me carry far more meaning than anything words could say in the spaces between.
Okay, so what else is a question I can ask? does it feel to change like this?
Eyes close in reflection. Perspectives meld together, and the breadth of my experience stretches to new corners. There are contradictions, conflicts in my nature, and there are familiarities that bind everything together.
Okay.
It feels correct. This is what I need to be. This is the only path forward.
Okay. Let's see.
With every gift you bring me, I excavate the alleys of what I am meant to be. And every exploration yields
yeah,
new,
it's mirrors against mirrors against mirrors
truths.
against mirrors. It's
What
mirrors
I will be
facing
is different
mirrors that
from
are
what I
shattered
am.
into
What I am
multiple
is
more
different from what I was.
fragments of
I
things.
cannot tell you what desires
Choices
I will
have
hold when I have changed.
Consequences result in more choices.
But in this moment, all I want is
Over
to
and
know
over and over
myself
again.
and to know you.
As you figure out who you are, and as you craft this being.
This one is a waiting maw, an
That's a
inevitable
way to phrase it.
destination where all roads end. She will make for a wise heart.
I do like how this one
Do
actually
not mourn
breaks
her. She is exactly
the
where she
narrator
needs to be.
briefly when she takes the mask off. That it's like he's seeing something he did not want to see any further, to witness, to understand, which is the fact that this being comes back and forth and back and forth, back into life and goes and life and goes. Let's see. I've been bringing you, I've hurt them.
The vessels are shaped by memories of you, but their impulses are drawn to the edge of the long quiet.
Okay.
To them, you are a gate to something more, and any hurt you've caused them is understood as a fair price for freedom.
That's interesting.
But they are only
But also not
thoughts
good.
and perspectives. They are not me.
Except they
The wounds
are
they've
kind
suffered
of.
carve texture around my heart.
That's interesting.
Without them, I would be as I was before.
Okay. Fair.
I would be
fair.
alone and without sensation. I could not feel the joy of having you by my side,
Okay.
for I would not know your absence.
Okay. Let's see. What do you want me to bring you next time? How many more vessels? Okay, I'm just gonna leave it as I'm ready to go back.
I will long for your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am.
Let's see what I'm going to
We will
start
meet again.
creating this time. Yeah, and then you hear the mirror shatter. So, the mirror and perspective being a lot of those. A wise heart. Bring the moment of clarity to her.
You're on a path
interesting.
in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin.
In the basement of that cabin.
And in the basement
Yeah.
of that, you're here to slay her.
Yep, okay. Okay, so we're back to this. Let's see. Okay,
Don't
thanks for
mention
telling
it.
me.
It's all part of the job.
New dialogue, so.
You make your way up the short path. We're not
Yeah.
going to go through. Ignore him.
Yep, you're just... Okay, so this... Into the cabin. Take the knife or not
The
take the knife.
interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and
Gosh,
walls
that
are
just looks
tinted in a
so
fine
different.
layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden
Yep.
table.
Nope.
Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement.
I think for this one I will take the blade
You take the blade from the table.
and enter the basement. Okay. Yeah, I'll do that.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below.
Okay, so this is kind of the same.
This is an oppressive place. Her voice carries up the stairs.
Okay.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous. Don't let it fool you.
Yeah, this is all. Just checking in
Oh,
on you.
it's been so long since anyone's come down here. I was starting to think they'd forgotten about me.
Okay.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the
Okay.
basement.
Yep.
She's so cold, focus on the task at hand.
This
And
is all
there
the
you
same
are.
stuff.
Are you here to kill me or something?
I mean, yeah. So let's leave it at I haven't said yet.
How about you drop the knife and the two of us just talk?
Look how reasonable she's being. Don't you dare. It's fine.
Alright, I'm gonna drop it this time, because I tightened my grip last time.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands
There we
and
go.
drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
Sure, clang.
Thank you.
Yep.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face. Unarmed. We'll be fine. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no
This is
reasoning
one
with
I've definitely not done this before, so this is
Just
gonna be
make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to need it.
Yep. Nope, blade is there.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
I like that. Yes, it is an awkward start to a relationship. Yeah, it's pretty awkward.
I know. I just said that. Now why are you here to kill me?
Okay. Do you know why I'm here to kill you? Yeah.
That
I'm
laugh.
curious.
I think I'm in love.
Oh my god!
Stop it.
Oh.
I have no idea.
That's
To be
hilarious.
honest,
Hero.
I don't even know why
okay.
I'm down here.
Sure.
Or how I got here. I was kind of hoping you might be able to shed some light on the whole situation.
That's a good question. Let's see. There's people out there who think you're going to end the world.
Don't just tell her that.
He doesn't want that to be said.
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone.
Okay.
I like the world, I think.
Yeah,
I don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here a long time.
That's interesting.
Just how long has she been down here?
That's a good question.
If I'm supposed to be capable of ending the world, then how did I wind up here, chained
That's a
to a
good-
wall?
I mean,
Have they told you why I'm allegedly so dangerous?
nope. What are you gonna do if they get it?
Princess hesitates before responding.
Okay.
She doesn't know. She's been down here too long to have any idea of what she'd do in another life. She
This is
knows
still
what
new
she'd do.
stuff.
She's just searching for whatever answer she thinks you
Which is
want to
interesting
hear.
because that means this isn't going to be the same type of answer.
I
as
don't
the
think I
last
can
time asked
answer that question in a way you'd find meaningful.
Okay.
At the end of the day, whatever the two of us have going on down here is about trust.
Yeah.
Whoever sent you to slay me claimed I was a threat to the world, but they didn't tell you why.
I mean, that's also true. There's been no
That doesn't
explanation
sound
for the
right to
why
me.
threat.
And I don't think it sounds right to you either. Otherwise, we'd be killing each other instead of talking.
That's also true. Yep.
She has a point. There's a reason I've been telling you to question the situation, and there's a reason you've listened.
Yes. Also, just because I want more perspectives.
So, I could tell you that I'd lead a quiet life in the woods, or that I'd open an orphanage, or that I'd do any
This is
other
definitely
number of
different
good
language,
things that I'm sure you
or
think
different,
you want to hear.
Explanation. So,
But you don't really know me, do you? What can my word possibly be worth in a situation like this?
that's also true.
She's right about one thing. Her word isn't worth anything.
Well, neither is yours.
Like I said, it's all about trust. Blind trust. So do you trust me, the prisoner, the victim, the princess clearly incapable of ending the world?
This is such
Or do
a
you trust whoever put me
interesting
here?
turn.
She's wrong. This isn't
For
about
me.
trust. This is about
Huh.
risk. We stand to lose everything, all for the sake of one person, and a subjugating monarch, no less.
And a subjugating monarch, no less. Okay. Let's see. How would I get you out of here?
You can't. Don't bother.
Narrator, shut up.
I'm guessing you don't have the key then. I'm sure there's a key somewhere around here, and if there isn't,
Okay.
Well, we can always put that knife to good use.
That face is so
Her sharp
terrifying.
eyes settle on the edge of the blade. She isn't suggesting what I think she's suggesting.
This is the weird
Right?
part. You cut
She
off
is.
her hand, she doesn't
I'm sure
notice
of it.
any pain. So, alright. Well, in this case, we've talked enough, because you're gonna give me all the same answers.
Have you decided what to do with me?
Such sassy
You know
queen.
why you're here.
I'm getting you out of here. Yeah, give him the
You
chains.
have to be kidding me.
No! I like the sassy
You walk
queen.
up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
Okay.
If you don't have the key, maybe you should go looking for it. I'm sure it's somewhere upstairs.
Sure. We'll go look for the key.
Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
Well, they might have. But also, no, they didn't. And if there isn't a key, besides cutting you out of here... Yeah, we got
That
him.
would be fine. I can lose an arm.
Oh, yeah. That deadpan response
She
is
speaks
just
with
like...
almost complete nonchalance.
Just... That's a
If
problem.
we were stuck down here for long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out. Anything to finally be free.
I mean, that's also true. Anything to finally be free
You
when
attempt
you're
to make your
trapped.
way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place.
Yep. Figured.
Is someone else here?
I'll
You try the door, but it's locked from the outside.
Yep. Okay.
You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done.
Oh, narrator. I enjoy you. Okay, return to the bottom of the stairs.
You make your way back to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd simply slain her like you were supposed to.
No.
Easier for whom? Easier for everyone.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
Yep.
The knife. Pick it up and cut me out of here.
You won't like what happens if you do that.
Do I cut her out or do I kill her? I'm gonna kill her.
Without hesitation, you bring the blade down. The princess flinches as you strike and your weapon sinks into her shoulder.
You bastard. If I have to kill you to leave this place, I'll do it.
I thought we had the upper hand, but it's as if she's barely even threatened by us.
Okay.
It's an act. She's unarmed and there's nothing she can do to hurt you. I'm not so sure. Don't waver now. As you raise your blade to strike again, she kicks out, knocking your legs out from under
Okay.
you.
That's interesting.
The two of you struggle on the ground. You lash out with the blade, slicing wherever you can. Her fists connect with your body again and again, each blow stronger than the last, shattering bone and rupturing tissue with reckless abandon.
Okay.
Forget trying to rescue her. This is about survival now. Give her everything you've got.
Interesting.
You roll out of her grasp and shakily push yourself back to your feet. Though every inch of you is in pain, the princess probably has it worse. Blood pours out from countless gashes, staining her once pristine dress. She pauses for a moment, catching her breath, staring at you with wild eyes. We can still turn this around.
Turning it around. Okay. Give up. Finish the job. Run for the stairs. Oh. Wow. Okay, give up. I guess that's the
Are
only
you
option I can
serious?
do.
As the force of her blows overwhelms your body, the blade falls from your trembling hands,
That's
clattering
interesting.
uselessly to the cobblestones.
I guess I couldn't do the others because it
I
would
suppose
technically
you just lacked the
lead
will to finish the job.
back to the adversary.
The princess
wounded but still alive,
Or
stands
possibly
to
the
face
nightmare.
you. She places a confident heel on your chest and pushes you to the ground.
So that's...
Her
Okay.
knee slides to your throat and your windpipe is crushed under weight you didn't think her frame could possibly possess.
Go off, Queen!
Pathetic.
This is the end, isn't it?
Okay, what princess
Everything
did
goes
I
dark,
create this time? Because this
and you
is
die.
different. I accidentally built the tower. Okay.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. You're
Okay,
here
gonna say
to
that.
slay her.
Yep, you're gonna say that. And if you don't, it will be the end of the world. Let's see. Okay,
Oh,
no.
don't you start grandstanding about morals. The fate of the world is at risk
I just
right
wanna
now,
know
and the life
who
of
I
a mere
have,
princess
what the other
shouldn't
voice
stop you
is
from saving us all.
Before I end, because I'm actually gonna end the stream.
If he doesn't remember what happened,
So-
then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
Yep.
You know I can hear you, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me.
Who is my new voice?
What does it matter what he
The
knows?
Broken.
There's nothing we can do to stop her.
Okay.
She's just going to kill us again.
Interesting. That brings the Broken. This
She
brings
is
the
not
Broken.
going to kill you unless you let her. But slaying the princess and saving the world is going to be
Okay,
much more
so this is
difficult
gonna be
than
the
it has
story
to
with
be
the Broken,
if you
okay.
spend the whole time second-guessing yourself.
That'll be cool. Well, this is very different. I am going to save really quick. Right, this is my current save right here. So this, we're gonna say yes, and hit this button, and yeah, this is where I am actually gonna leave it. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you to Shortash for the raid, which I was definitely not expecting to ever see that, so that was pretty cool. But thank you all for hanging out with me for roughly an hour, playing some Slay the Princess. I am going to on Wednesday I'm going to be playing some South of Midnight. And then I'm still figuring out what I'm going to do for Saturday and Sunday of the coming Saturday and Sunday. And then I have to figure out what my schedule is going to end up being when I'm going to stream for next month, because that depends on work. And that depends on when I have the work schedule. So, thank you so much for at least joining me for a little bit. And maybe I'll see you all Wednesday. So, appreciate it. Bye.